Hello, welcome to the first ever, I guess it's live in the sense of we're all in the same room, but it's not going to be live. First, all together, seemingly unknown, episode 14.
This is exciting.
This is exciting. We're all in the same room. It was
breaking ground here.
Exciting for everybody except for J.R. Moore, who was freaking out trying to figure out everything. J.R. Moore also looks like the secretary from the Ghostbusters right now, the lady with the glasses.
Picture here.
Yeah, insert picture there.
Do you think she was hot? The movie
a little bit. The accent, you know, I think I'd never heard an accent like that when I was a kid.
In terms of like Hollywood, like TV show, like generic secretaries, do you think she was like top of the line secretary? Was she good at her job?
She was very business
skills wise.
Right,
she was great.
Sure, yeah.
In the Yelp world today, I don't think she would get a very good review because she's kind of rude on the phone.
She is, but
Ghostbusters.
But look who she was working with. Like,
it's true. Yeah.
Paintings come to life. I love that second one.
The second one's okay. Have you watched the movies that made us?
The Eagle of Carpathia. Yes.
That episode?
Yeah,
it's a great episode. There's actually a really good part in it where they talk about Harold Ramis and Bill Murray and how they, after Groundhog Day, it got like really rocky. Like they like didn't speak for a long time. Whoa. And every time, like, I'm going to try to not get emotional talking about this part of the Netflix thing because it's actually, so when Harold was sick and died, like they hadn't spoken in forever.
Oh, geez.
Bill didn't know where he lived, but he knew the town he lived in. He flew.
Stop.
He flew to the town, went to the police station, held his arms out to cover him, and said, "Take me to Harold." And they put him in a cop car and took him to Harold. And I cry every time I tell that story.
That's so sick.
And like they like sat with him before he died, so it was like really cool. Anyway, this is starting out dark.
I'm into it.
Anyway, we're on tour. Obviously, we're not in our regular schedule. John has a microphone. You'll actually be able to hear John.
Yep.
It's not going to sound like
time in
it's not
on history.
He had pants on too.
Yeah, it's also the first time he has pants on. Also, the first time he won't sound like he's in an actual aquarium.
That's true.
And we're here. Paul's here with us. Paul flew out to hang. J.R. Moore is live in the room with us. I think we need to start doing these live and then have like a J.R. Moore cam where he can just come in when he wants and just speak and then like back out. Like,
his piece.
He pops on the camera whenever we do it.
I think that'd be cool.
I think that would be cool too.
It's a full-time job having to deal with us three idiots, like talking about anything in general.
But he never has to cut a lot out. Like everything's pretty.
Oh yeah, it's all unedited, right?
There's no work.
Why isn't there a camera on his face?
We need to have JR just in the back, just editing with him, just being like, "Oh my god!"
Really, he has to cut out. It's just.
It's all
minor.
John doesn't say anything offensive or derogatory ever.
When the purge happens, we can release one of Paul's edits that we had to make one time.
Oh,
but
dear God.
We're going to have to wait for the purge. Anyway, we are on the road again. We are traveling again, which means Zach flew. And guess what that means? Some shit happened. Why? I have a couple. Are these? I don't know if these.
I don't even know where you.
I don't know if these are going to be gripes. I don't. You know what? These are probably gripes. It's fine.
You better watch out. You better be nice, or you might find yourself in Zach's gripes.
Just that.
Can we say this? You're in the wrong industry for how much you have to travel.
That's not true. Because I don't like stupid people. I don't.
No, that's fine. But you're gonna encounter stupid people no matter what. But
yeah, but I don't
with
like
how
them.
much you have to travel. Like,
do you think statistically there's more stupid people that fly than you would encounter if you drove or rode a train or something?
He should drive.
Or at least ride a train. Hot air balloon. Very least hot air balloon.
Hot air balloon.
I don't like, no. I just don't
hot
like
up here.
Listen.
This wicker is scratchy.
There shouldn't be this many people that act like it's their first day traveling, is my point. Like, okay.
But maybe it is.
These are probably gripes. No, this is not. Because the first thing that happened is when I went to the airport, to the TSA pre-check, you know, everybody's got their system down. You go up, you throw your stuff on the table. This guy acted like he had never been to an airport in his entire life. And he had TSA pre. So I know he flies.
Okay, no,
the last
I can't defend this.
Though has been crazy. I think people are acting really stupid. More so.
Maybe they forgot how to travel.
But it was just like, dude, he left his belt on, he left his watch on. He was like,
oh, so he had to go back through, take everything off.
But also, it took him 5 minutes. I have a picture.
Your stuff is all the way through.
I'll send it to JR. I was just waiting on this guy. Literally, it took me. We were the only two people at TSA pre. It took me 6 minutes to get through the security gate. I was like,
oh Jesus,
dude, come on, man. Like, you know, like this isn't.
Where was this at though?
I think this was at Boston.
Oh well, say no more.
Yeah, this guy. By the way,
people.
By the way, Can we talk about you shitting on Memphis so much? I'm not a fan of that. Every time we do a podcast, like, oh, that guy must be from Memphis.
Are you saying like literally shitting on Memphis?
No, maybe. I don't know.
Don't give him the option. He will.
No, I know.
What was okay? You can't apples to
Dude,
oranges,
there's like
though.
7 things in this podcast where we were like,
where'd they
that
come
guy
from?
must be
Oh,
from
from
Memphis.
Memphis.
Anytime Paul
I do
reads
it too.
anything in the news, you're like, oh, it must be from
was it
Memphis.
when that asteroid hit? Oh, probably Memphis. No one realized it hit.
Anyway,
Hattie B's was gone.
Where'd that rocket from China land? Memphis somewhere. Who cares?
we have Gus's,
They
bro.
cleaned
We
up
don't
the
like
drive-in.
we don't like Hattie B's. We don't like Hattie B's in Memphis. We like Gus's. That's a Gus's town, bro.
Where were we? Nashville.
We were just in Nashville.
Yeah, but one of them was closed.
Hattie
by our
B's.
hotel.
Hattie B's is like a thing.
Oh.
Did you go to Gus's yesterday? I just saw it. You just saw it? There's a Gus's in Chicago now. There's Gus's everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I've ever had Gus's.
Oh my gosh,
It's good.
It's so
I don't think
good.
I've ever had it.
So good. It's
I've had Hattie B's.
It's the best fried chicken you'll ever have.
Ever.
It's great
Because it's
cock.
not like
Great
it's
cock.
not like a sauce. It's a great.
Hey, have
cock.
you ever had Church's? Church's is good.
Shut
No.
the fuck up. Church's
What's that?
chicken. Church's
You're
is
joking.
like you
I
never had
Church's
Church's?
I'm not a foodie like you guys. You guys are nuts.
It's fast food. It's literally just fast food.
I don't like.
I've been to Arbe's, but I haven't-
Yes, our
that's
base.
French cuisine, fast food cuisine. That's pretty good.
The French dip is to die for.
Yeah, dude, I love an
It's
au
our
jus.
base.
Nice au jus on my.
I will never be able to look at it the same and not say, "Oh, there's our base."
You think there's people that come here like, oh, Arbe's, that looks really good.
This man had chipotle for lunch.
I had chipotle.
We're waiting on producer JR his chipotle to get here right now. He's grumpy because he hasn't eaten. Our base.
Our base, dude. I won't be able to get over that.
That's good. Anyway, so again,
Shit on
traveling.
Boston. Shit on Boston.
No, I'm not gonna shit on Boston. I'm shitting on that guy.
Massholes.
Okay.
But then also I get to the thing and there's a young man listening to music as loud as he can without headphones on at the gate. That's another gripe. I hate
Hey,
that.
what was it?
I don't know what it was. It was very annoying. Then get on the plane and there's a photo. I'll show it to you guys now. But there's a photo that I'll send to JR and then I have to start writing down the stuff that I say. I'll send it to JR because then I never do. Yeah. Oh, so sorry.
That's a lot of dick pics.
Sorry about that.
What band is that?
All right.
Full spread.
This was on the door of the plane.
oh,
That's
hell
that's
no.
duct tape.
Nope.
That's on the
Nope.
door. This was the seat on the plane when I got on.
You were clearly not flying with
I
Mark
should have
Stogan.
sent these to JR before when he just
Nope.
live edit and just pop them in. So then so I flew the back of the chair there was no back of the chair on the plane that I went in. And then also when I walked on, I always wait on the jet bridge. I'm not trying to like crowd up and be nuts to butt to somebody who's trying to get on the plane.
Right.
So
Fun hater.
not on planes anyway, commercially.
Right.
So I'm waiting. I wait on the jet bridge and I'm looking at the door that's open and there is clearly a massive amount of duct tape on this door of this $1 billion
Clearly
flying
flying
machine
Southwest, huh?
that we're about to.
Right.
No, it was on Delta.
The elements really make that shit like tether real quick.
Spirit Airlines for sure.
This
Yeah.
isn't fixing a bed knob in your house. This
Yeah.
is a outside 37,000 feet with rain, sleet,
What
snow.
could go wrong?
What? This is duct tape, clear duct tape too, like very clearly.
Yeah.
So then we land in Nashville, and I spent a lot of time in Nashville, and I think the weight of it hit me when I flew into the airport of how much Nashville has changed. Because when I got off, there were 15 girls in pink sweatpants and white tank tops, and they had cowboy hats all made out of like rosé, bottles or Coors cans or Mick Ultra.
Stop it.
Which is Mick Ultra, which is the white girl water.
No, I know, but they.
Yeah, so
There for a bachelorette party.
Yeah, so my thing with Nashville is just like how much it has changed, and like how much JR left us. He's like, I'm over this.
He's like, I can't deal with your idiots.
It's changed so much that it's just like it's the world's biggest bachelor party now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's like everything is a pedal tavern.
Okay, so is it really fair to call it the music capital of the world?
Yeah, probably still. Yeah,
Really?
even more so now. Maybe.
I think that's kind of a dumb name to have. Like,
But why? Everyone, dude, first off, it already was called Music City. Secondly, now, if you didn't live there already, everyone else moved there who wasn't living there. Dude, when
I don't
members
see
of
the hype.
Motley-
I like. No, don't get me wrong. I like Nashville. I don't see the hype though. I'm like, it's too small. I hate traffic, and the city is not big enough to
have 3,800 people a month move there.
Correct. So I'm like, keep me out of there. Hard pass.
Well, when members of Motley Crue moved to Nashville, it's like the most LA band ever. Like, yeah, Nashville's.
It's turned, yeah.
I can't wait for in 10 years for me to move to LA because everyone has just moved to Tennessee.
Sign me up. It's going to be cheap as hell.
On the Kid Rock stage.
Oh, yeah, I saw Morgan Wallen came back. Yeah, that was a surprise for everybody. And we played in Nashville. We had 2 nights in Nashville.
You had
Danny Warsnop.
Tantric.
Yeah.
And
Hugo Ferrara
the
got
rhythm
up.
section from the Oak Ridge Boys. It's so good.
But tonight, we are in Green Bay.
Yep.
Tonight we are in Green
Brett
Bay.
Favre is singing
Old
tonight.
cheeseheads.
Yeah. If you guys are looking for a quarterback in middle school, I had a pretty sick arm. And I hear you guys might be looking for a quarterback.
Yep. And love showering with other dudes.
I really hope Mark doesn't listen.
I'm good at all those
Yeah,
things.
for sure. I just want to.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
So last show, I walked in like an hour before.
I just want to.
JR that went on there onto the deck, doing their thing, and whenever it got brought up, Zach was talking about his favorite sex position or move or whatever it was. So I asked him to show it. And it was pretty interesting. Like it makes sense. So before we went live though, here I was wondering, in his favorite sex position that he showed me, has Zach ever considered having sex with himself in this position?
No. Why would you bring that up?
I was just curious.
Hold on, time out. How did he show you what his favorite sex position
Him and Brent we were talking about like
something unrelated.
Something unrelated.
He was super horny. Zach.
We're not talking about
He's like,
something.
"Hey, guys,
Wow.
I know we got 15 minutes to the set, but I got to show you this move I love.
So what is the move?
How much
I'm not
spit do you
going to do
have?
it right
How
here.
much spit do you have right now?
We got this table right here. I mean,
This table. No.
we can experiment.
I'll tell you
Pull me
what
that-
we're talking about. We're talking about beds and
Yes.
buying beds.
California Kings
and
versus
California
California-
Kings versus king beds. And I said I said a bed has to be the right height. I said because my favorite sexual
Kenny
position.
Wayne Shepherd was talking about beds.
Yes, he was still.
Yeah.
I was
Kenny
talking
Wayne
about.
So wait,
folks,
Kenny
is
Wayne
part of the
Shepherd
sex
was in
move.
on your sex talk.
He's part of the sex move. You need Kenny
No,
Wayne Shepherd.
he has to be in the
Oh,
room.
okay.
Yeah.
Kenny has to be in the room playing the solo to Blue on Black.
Yes.
While you're doing the sex
Right.
move.
Oh wow, yeah, that's my favorite sex move too. Then
Anyway, we were talking about beds, so it wasn't random, you asshole. We weren't just
so
bringing
wait, it
up
has to be a
nothing.
king size bed to have room to do
We were
this,
talking about
No.
after show. And he's like, "Hey guys, you ever see me do this sex move?"
or it has to be high enough to where you can.
Guys, I know we're getting barbecue, but check out this my
that's
favorite
a
sex
sex
move.
move.
No, we were talking about beds. I was like, I need a bed the perfect height. Listen, I'm not a tall man. My bed at home right now, I can't do my favorite sex
so
move.
you have no frame on your bed, so it's just
have
on
a-
the ground.
Zach actually has to wear heels.
Yeah, he wears stilts. He wears stilts to get
They have
into
this
his
weird
favorite
like
move.
Batman Returns carnival theme where they all dress up in stilts and walk around the bed, all tantric shit.
My wife is actually dressed up as Dexter Cobblepot. We're like really into role playing.
Yeah.
Oh
My God. All these like little henchmen.
Any fucking way, what I was talking about, motherfuckers. I'm glad we don't do this in the same room all the time. What I was. Hate both of you. What I was discussing was the height of the bed because they needed the bed to be a perfect height because my favorite sex move is a certain thing. And no, I haven't thought about having sex with myself while doing it because that seems like it
I
would
have
be
thought-
very weird.
If someone asked me like, "Hey, what would you consider the move?" It kind of looked like a train piston.
What in the fuck?
How it does? Like how-
That's his favorite move?
yeah, but
You know what? You're actually kind of right.
like these
It's
are the
funny.
these are his legs.
What
And
is-
he's on his back.
Is he just like this in the air?
It looked like
I'm dying to know this now. Now I'm like genuine. When we're done with this podcast, you have to.
like it was like Thomas the Fuck Engine. That's what he is.
The little Zach that could. Just
George Carlin's there.
we can never do a line. We can never do this together again because this is so bad. I feel bad for Jerry. He's lost it. He's like, oh, why do I do this with these
man.
idiots?
Yeah.
Zach, the little engine that could,
So you
dude.
got the bed, California King.
I cannot
must save
wait
back a pretty
for the
penny.
edits that are going to come out of this. Yo, I hope Google shuts down for a day and he can't find anything.
Oh, this is gonna be.
What the fuck were we talking about?
You having sex with yourself.
I'm crying right now. Oh shit.
All right.
Anyway,
That was
I've never
episode
thought about
14.
that was episode 14, guys. I've never thought about having sex myself. What I said earlier was, I said I have thought about as if I was a woman, what it would feel like to have sex. Because obviously, as a man, having
With
sex
yourself.
feels very good. No. I mean, I got a couple good moves. Don't get me wrong. I would satisfy myself if I was a woman, is what I'm saying.
So would I. It's one of like you. Yeah.
Do you think if you were a woman,
I wouldn't want to have sex
you
with me.
banging you as a woman, you would be satisfied?
God, I'd be like, get off of me, please. Leave
so
me the hell
weird.
alone.
That'd be
Why do
so
you still have
weird.
your Amazon
Yeah,
Prime
why-
mask on? Get off of me.
Please, sir, get the hell off of me. Like, no, I wouldn't want to have sex with myself. Be like, are you done yet? I'd be like, all right, I'm almost there. Jeez, give me a minute.
All right, so, okay.
Do I still have that same tramp stamp too? Fuck.
Hypothetically, all right? Hypothetically.
Oh, this is so bad.
This is a John question.
This is going to be so bad.
This is a John question. Hypothetically, if you were a girl, right?
Okay.
First off, give me
I hate
your
that. Hold
looks.
on. I hate that this is a John question coming out of you.
I love it. Give me,
Go.
okay, what do you, okay, you're a girl.
Okay.
You can give me face and body
Okay.
of two different women if you want. I would probably pick one person. Pick your body of a girl who you'd be, and then you got to pick the guy you would have sex with as that woman.
Oh God,
God.
This is my favorite game we've ever played.
that's hard. Like,
Give me your.
Paul's like, well, Steven Spielberg.
Rachel McAdams all around.
Okay, beautiful,
Gorgeous.
classy,
lady.
but she's not. No,
I
we
could be a
can't talk
Rachel
about this.
McAdams.
Yeah, but well, let's
you
slow
are.
down.
Yeah.
He's Rachel McAdams.
I'm Rachel McAdams.
Okay.
And so you're just reliving the Notebook. This is all 100%.
And Ryan Gosling.
So
Absolutely.
this man's just the Notebook.
I
is all he
am.
is.
Hey, listen. I still cried during the Notebook.
I've never
I'm not
watched the
ashamed.
movie all the way through.
What?
I don't. That's
Guaranteed to get laid.
for
you,
what? By what? You as
a guy. You and another
Ryan
guy.
Gosling?
You as
What if I don't
you
watch
as
that
Rachel
movie?
You and
McAdams.
your boyfriend
It's
version
just
of
not
you.
believable. That's synopsis. It's
Why
just-
not?
What do you mean?
Come on.
Stop. All right.
Take the fun out of it.
Nicholas
All right,
Sparks.
I'm Rachel McAdams.
Nicholas
and I'm
Sparks
banging
hasn't
Ryan
wrote a good
Gosling.
book in
Okay.
20 years.
Dude,
Who are you?
my favorite meme though is that somebody took a picture of, they lined up a bunch of Nicholas Sparks books in a bookstore and put Nicholas Sparks, white people almost kissing. Cause like I'll send you the meme. Every picture is like they're like almost like it's like almost
Yeah.
there. All right. What woman are you and what guy are you having sex with?
Oh man, it has to be a woman.
No, you know what, John?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
We appeal
for you. It absolutely does not.
We have a vast
Steven
fan base.
Spielberg.
We have a vast fan
What
base.
woman?
What woman are you?
Bill
and which
Gates.
guy are you having sex with?
Okay, so either
We're never
Oh
going to get
God!
a
Look at
fucking
this.
guest on
I
this
see
podcast.
I see the gears.
I would
turning in
want
his
to have
head.
sex with Nick Cage,
Of course.
Oh, of course you
that
would.
makes perfect
but him
sense.
in Con Air with the hair and he's like a prisoner. Like I'm into that.
Yeah.
So
But
if you
as a female, I'm trying to think maybe.
A woman who looks like Nicolas Cage.
No, one of my
Yeah, the
one of
female
my,
version of Nicolas Cage, that's what
favorite,
I'd
I
wanna
think
be.
most badass female actors or whatever, Grace Jones.
Wow.
Because she's so badass. Conan the Destroyer.
Grace Jones, David Bowie's
yeah.
wife.
Singer.
David Bowie's wife.
Yeah.
Grace
so
Jones.
she's just
Really?
a fucking. She's so.
So you're
super-
going to be Nicolas Cage climbing up a 6'6" black woman.
Amazonian
Yeah,
woman.
because she's badass, dude.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the height difference is like.
Yeah, whatever. Just
Apples,
standing
oranges. You
69.
can't,
We'll
he
do that.
picks it. All right, so hold on. Who would
I
you
ain't
be?
trying. I don't like tall. I don't like. I can't tall. That tall. You know what we're talking about? I remember what we're talking about now. We got that. Tall doesn't work for me. I can't be with no tall.
You
I can't
don't
be with
say.
I can't be with no tall girls because like my favorite. Like I gotta get.
Yeah, we know.
Short guys.
Gotta get
though.
under there. yeah.
Yeah.
I like.
Wait, you said gotta get under there?
I like a good Danny DeVito.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Just
Which is the second time he's been referenced in this
Right.
podcast as Dexter Cobblepot and Danny DeVito. As a woman, I'm either going to be obviously we've talked about before Salma Hayek or Kate Beckinsale,
somehow looks amazing still.
Sheldon, I don't think she.
and then the guy.
Danny Trejo.
Oh yes! Can you imagine that dude on top of
Dick
you,
Nolte
pounding you,
right now.
just sweaty and
Pounding you.
Oh god.
Imagine Trejo just putting in work.
2023 after
Yeah.
W.
Machete.
Oh,
You want to
man.
see my little machete?
He's the only one who can say he's Mexican. If I did that accent,
I'm
dude,
Mexican,
we're canceled.
so I'm allowed to do this. It's okay.
His penis is holding a machete too.
It just his manscaping. Can you imagine what his manscaping just has like muscle? You
Yeah.
know,
His manscaping
just
is a
thatch.
mustache.
is a mustache like
Just
His manscaping is a mustache, and his dick has like a chest tattoo, like the same as
Aztec
him.
fat.
like right above
Bro,
it.
bro, how does Danny Trejo have a less Mexican name than you?
yeah.
That is bizarre. No,
yeah,
that's
your food's downstairs. Outback.
We have a food delivery, everybody.
Yeah, but we have food delivery. JR's going to sit here and chomp on a chicken burrito bowl. You guys want to know what JR gets as a chicken bowl? I'll tell
the
you.
delivery guy's actually Danny Trejo.
Orale.
Anyway, let's see. What does Justin eat his chicken bowl? He wants a chicken bowl with chicken, brown rice, black beans, guacamole, corn. I spelled it K-O-R-N, all caps. Tomatillo, salsa, and lettuce. That's what he gets in his chicken bowl.
That's what. And you typed it out to John.
I typed it out to John. So, anyway, I think the guy, I'm going to go with, who's the guy that plays Deadpool?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds is dreaming.
I'm Salma Hayek. He's Ryan. The guy's Ryan Reynolds.
See,
Or
There's a movie coming out.
okay.
Or maybe like a Tay Diggs.
okay.
Tay Diggs is a good looking dude.
So how many of these guys?
Love it basketball.
Oh, Idris Elba too.
Idris Elba. For
Idris
sure.
Elba.
The guns.
I'm giving away my porn
Who
categories.
do you think?
Right now,
Okay, all right. So hold on. Yeah, you're like, this is my spank bank right here. Who do you think is the most disappointing lover in Hollywood? Like that you would not guess to be a disappointing lover.
Nick Cage for sure.
What's wrong?
Who's the most disappointing lover?
Well,
in
how do we
Hollywood?
know that?
I got a couple people.
I put
I
put Steven Seagal up there.
I got a couple people I could text and ask for sure.
Like, hey, who's disappointing in Hollywood?
We're putting 100 more tickets on sale right now. I got to give the go ahead.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, Epic
sponsor
Event
today?
Center here in Green Bay. Thank you for letting us use your facility. Mark has been very gracious to sponsor us with a $1 million charity. So we really thank you, Mark. Greatly appreciate it.
And he's actually gonna help produce our porn films we're doing now in this venue.
We're using his house to do some
Yes,
stuff.
Dude, how
great
great.
tax break.
So good.
Dude, so good. Anyway.
The porn?
The porn. I sent you guys a video last week. My sons are now they're catching snakes, like they're picking snakes up.
Yep.
That which is not you
the Temple of
whatsoever.
Doom. You guys live in hell.
Every time I send John a video of a snake at my
worst.
house, he'll go burn the house down.
Yeah.
You hate snakes as much as he does?
I hate snakes.
I remember
dude.
when you first moved in there and you like posted videos. I was like, well, guess you're moving out, huh?
I
Like,
hate
Dude,
snakes,
he's
dude.
just a fucking 25-inch snake, literally on the bushes by the front door.
25-inch snake.
nah,
Just-
dog.
There was a
coiled
long
up.
snake, yeah.
It's disgusting.
Have you not seen that video?
I saw it, but my thing is like, how do your kids like snakes and you absolutely are terrified and can't
I
stand
don't know. Here's the thing. So my kids watch this guy Chandler, who has a YouTube page called Chandler's Wildlife. John and I met him. He came out to a show in Florida. Super cool dude. But you know, honestly, watching those videos with my kids has made me less afraid of snakes because
you're like, oh, a
Well,
child's
you learn
not
to
afraid. Why
respect
am
the
I?
animal, right? So
you respect the animal, and you truly learn when you're a kid, right? You're sitting there and you're going, you know, everybody goes, oh, they're, you know, like fish or whatever, you know, they're more afraid of you than you are of them.
So you install the,
And it's true. Like if you, dude, all snakes are trying to do is get away from you. Like they're not trying to they're trying to hide. So anyway, my kids the other day, like, oh, there's a snake in the pool. And I go get your net. And Ollie was like, oh, I can't find it. And then just went in there and just grabbed the snake with his hand. And he caught two of them.
And he knows where to grab it and everything?
Grabbed it by the tail.
Hell no.
No, dude. I'm with you.
No, dog. I don't like.
Bro,
I'm like
listen.
impartial to snake, but I'm like,
No,
no.
I'm not impartial to shit. I hate snakes.
the worst.
Listen, I am less afraid of them now than I was, but I ain't trying to mess with them.
No, leave him alone.
Dude, Eric Bass and I have two rules in life. I can't believe we haven't talked about them on the podcast yet. Eric Bass and I, two rules are, you never want to be found.
No.
No story has ever ended with so and so was found.
No.
Never a good story.
That means you
ending.
were lost in the first place.
No, or you're dead.
Or you're dead.
and you were playing hide and seek.
And you weren't playing.
You were
hide and
lost
seek.
at some point.
You were lost at some point. And do not intentionally fuck with wild animals.
Why? Yeah, they're wild for a reason.
Do
I'm sure
not
there's some
intentionally
we could-
fuck with wild animals. Those are the two rules to live by. Here's the thing, man. Like here's my issue with like the shark thing, right? People get bit by sharks, and they'll kill the fucking shark. I'm like, why?
Yeah,
That
you were
shark
in there.
didn't-
You
dude,
were in
that
their
shark
area.
didn't walk up on that beach and eat somebody.
You're in their backyard.
In their home.
Yeah.
If you get eaten, that's called natural selection, dude. I
Correct.
don't care. You deserve. If you're that far out to get bitten by a shark, you deserve to get eaten.
Yeah,
by a
you're
shark.
in their house.
Well, when animals attack humans, they always go out to kill that animal. It's like, why? He was just,
That's
I
like
hate-
now
I hate
John.
that.
Now John's gonna be like, well, you're in my house, so I'm gonna
I
eat
feel
you.
like
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
down.
like I feel
I'll
like
kill
fucking
animals.
I feel like Brody Bruce and Mallrats with the kids on the escalator. That kid needs to learn to fear and respect that escalator. That's me.
Accurate.
That is me.
Yes.
That is me with the ocean. You need to learn to respect nature. If you're that far out in the ocean, you get bit by a shark, motherfucker, that's your fault.
Yeah, don't be out
Don't
there.
kill the shark.
Right.
Don't be out there.
Not the shark's fault. Oh shit, a seal with 2 legs.
Right. In a great voice.
Yeah. Damn, this seal smells like Panama Jack, baby.
Tastes delicious though.
God damn.
Sharks are like, I don't like copper tone seals.
Yeah, can't do
I want
that.
these Panama Jack seals, baby.
Tommy Bahama bullshit.
Anyway, so yeah, my kids are back on the snake thing. It's been interesting to say the least because they're very much enjoying it. Also, my kid played in his last soccer game.
That was a short season.
Ever.
It was a very short season.
Ever.
And
He's banned.
How's his attention span when he's playing?
through the
Like
roof.
he's in the game.
100%.
He's not
I
getting
thought because
distracted?
at the first couple practices, he was just like, "Oh, woods. I'm gonna go over here because he
go play with snakes.
Yeah, because he's Huckleberry Finn. He lives in the woods.
Yep.
No, when the game's on, dude, like if the ball crosses the halfway mark, they don't have goalies. You know, like literally they all just try to kick the ball in, but you can jump in the goal if you want. So anytime the ball,
Wait a
He's
minute.
only 5
Wait.
years old.
I know, but still,
Memphis rules.
Shut the fuck
down there in Memphis,
Shut
they
up.
bend the rules just a little bit.
No kids soccer at that age has goalies. I don't think that's my first soccer dad time. But yeah, so kids can get in the goal. So once the ball starts going that way, so a kid gets in the goal and tries to block it. If the ball crosses the halfway point, Oliver is in the goal every single time. Like he's like the
man.
least offensive kid in the world.
I picture
'Cause he's
Benson
like, dude, I'm
being more
standing here. I don't
aggressive
wanna
as a
run.
parent than you. Is that true?
No. I'm way into it.
Are you that dad on the sideline just
Have you
cussing
chirped
out
at a
the
ref
other
yet?
parents?
When do you start chirping at a ref? Next year, you think?
There's no refs. I mean, the refs are like the coaches of the teams, and one of them is one of our
better.
best friends.
All I can
Jacob
see is
Credit.
him in a ref uniform now, just with a whistle and
showing up,
a big hat.
slapping kids upside the fucking head, dude.
Ollie makes him do the halftime show after every game. They play Unity.
Hey, this is the player of the game. It's
Devil.
my kid. Big shocker.
Yeah.
So
The 2 weeks ago, I went to the game, and there was the dad there, and he goes, I walked by, and he goes, oh man, he goes, I thought that was you. And I go, what?
Oh.
I go, what? And he goes,
Ed Sheeran.
He goes, I gotta tell my kid. He's like, we listen to the kid on the other team's dad. And I said, we listen to the other kid's dad on the radio all the time. I go, cool. I said, well, my kid ain't gonna take no fucking bullshit off your kid. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't say that, but that would have been funny.
Imagine that.
and you broke out into an Ed
No, but
Sheeran
I
song.
started I was doing a meet and greet at like Germantown Legends soccer field. It was not my finest moment. Because I look like a dad 98% of the time.
Yeah.
That's just like my
Ed
MO
Sheeran,
now.
the other 2%.
Ed Sheeran, the other 2%.
Yeah, you have a very dad-like persona.
Yeah, I enjoy being a dad. I don't need to wear eyeliner anymore.
I wish that was a full-time
bracelets
job.
on every
just being
wrist.
At least
dad.
not while
like-
he's having sex.
Yeah, I put that stuff on to have sex.
Right.
Actually, in that position with
John,
Ryan
He
Reynolds.
you put the makeup on, you look like a.
okay. Do we let John do the news and the? And
no, so I got one more soccer thing.
Oh,
Sorry.
please.
Am I
So-
doing the news now?
No,
Not news. Sorry,
Dreams.
the dreams.
We should switch it up one day though.
Without telling the other person.
So my
like, wait, what?
My wife's at the game, right? And so she I already sent it. I sent it out. Yeah, we're good. So we're at my wife's at the game. I wasn't at this game.
that was our stud double. Just
And she
checking on
goes,
us.
hey, there's another. I go, she sent me a picture of the kids playing. I go, that kid looks like he's 11 years old.
Oh no.
And she goes, yeah, I don't know. She goes, the parents are obviously from another country, like they're speaking like in a different language. And
Starting off that foreign
and I was
exchange
like,
student thing.
I was like, oh whoa. And then literally 2 seconds later, my brother Nick is at the game. He goes, oh, that's Jonas Valanciunas' kid.
Oh,
And I go, that makes perfect sense because my seats are kind of close to theirs, and I always see them. And they're by the way, I think they're twins. I think they're like of the
That's
same age.
dangerous.
Dude. They're taller than me. They're like 5 years old. Well,
I
granted,
mean,
listen, that's not hard. But
in
at
all
5,
fairness.
hold on, bro. But at 5, you're not supposed to be taller.
Yeah,
than
no.
5, bro.
Yeah.
They're 8 foot tall.
Stop.
No, they're not. But still, they're very tall. And he was like, "Yeah, this is Jonas's kid." I'm like, "Of course it is, dude. The kid, dude. It looked like Ivan Drago was on the field just like playing soccer. It was absurd.
I thought you were gonna say Ivan Moody.
It also looked like Ivan Moody was on the
He's
field
just tattooed up.
playing soccer.
Phoenix tattooed to his forehead.
Bunch
It
of
was
face
great.
tattoos.
Yeah.
John, please shaman us out and read some read some things for us, please.
Shaman keeping you on track. All you gotta do is touch his big old sack of mail.
Oh boy. Yeah, where's your papers?
He doesn't have his papers. He's got to stretch his arm out. I love this.
Suck on that thing.
All right. This is advice.
Okay.
Okay.
This should fit up right up your alley. My 12-year-old son just asked a girl for her phone number for the first time.
Hell yeah.
I am a single mom in the new territory with this all. Yes, he got the number. His dad is not the most reliable person to ask for help. Ooh. Not sure how to deal with him growing up this fast.
Jab?
I try not to be a helicopter mom. Maybe she's a... I don't know what that means. Helicopter mom?
It means
Like
you
just hovering over.
hover.
Making sure
I
the
picture
kid's
like
doing-
Rambo
yeah.
2.
We've got
helicopter.
friends who are helicopter moms.
You always go to Rambo on everything.
Dude, that's
you
the
realize
best-
that?
Okay, side note, Rambo has the best helicopter footage I've ever
All
seen.
right. Anyways, go on.
But I don't want him to end up in a situation he can't get out of. How young is too young to be dating or hanging out to or whatever?
Okay.
How old's your daughter?
Yo, never gonna be old enough to date. Let's put it that way. Ever.
How old is she, though?
She's 8. So
Okay.
y'all remember when we were kids having to get an actual home phone number from somebody and like you have to call their house. And you're like, hey, is Becky there? And it's like, it's 7 o'clock. You know, don't call this late again. You gotta like talk. Oh God, it was so grueling.
You want to know our trick, dude? We would call, you probably did this too. We would call the movie hotline. I would call the movie hotline or Jam Jam 1, which Jam Jam 1 was 526-5261, and it would give you the weather and whatever, some shit about Shoney's. I don't really remember what it was. But you would call that, and then you wait for them to beep in.
Really?
That was the trick. And then you just click over, and then your phone never rings, dude. Because
Damn, you guys are slick.
Yeah, bro.
You boys
lived-
down there in the South
yeah,
are slick.
Yeah, bro. We lived in the day of, we didn't have second phone lines. The phone was in the
Oh no, I remember. And then, you
phone
do
was
have a
in the
second phone
kitchen,
line,
bro.
and you pick it up, and you're like, I'm on the phone. Like
the phone was in the kitchen, bro. Like, no,
trust me.
we had more than one phone, but like, dude, these kids, there's kids that came after us, probably early 30s. They had second phone lines, like they had their own phone number
oh no, that's
in their room, bro.
We just
didn't
had like
have
2
that.
phones in the house, so somebody would pick it up and be like, I'm on the phone.
Yeah, we had the stretch. I had the stretch cable.
Yeah, you'd go take it, try and get it out to the garage if you're lucky.
At my dad's house in Nutbush, the phone was in the kitchen, mounted to the wall.
And those things would all get tangled and like
But
after you stretch it enough
the
times.
wall was open right here, and so you could walk around the corner, and there's like a little nook we could sit in.
So anyway,
Anyway,
To
what,
mount-
what
to-
were we talking about?
being a hovering mom. I 12 years old. I mean, I feel like it's shit. God, I don't know. Kids these days, I feel like it should be innocent enough to where it's like, all
When
right.
do you
like,
date now, though? Like, when do you?
That's not dating, though. It's like holding hands and...
I don't know if you remember a couple podcasts ago. I was fucking at 13.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but you were also doing that while your dad and her or that
The
guy's
girl's
dad
mom were in the
was
front
driving.
seat. You're getting blown in the
guy's
back.
dad.
So
Yeah.
Right. I don't...
13 though, I feel like. Listen, I feel like a lot of. I don't feel like I was like a 1%er who lost his virginity. at
I'm not
13.
ready for my daughter to date in 4 years. Let's put it that way.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
Justin
super
said.
early.
Jr. said.
I
13
feel like
is
you're
early.
going to the movies by like 15,
Yeah.
maybe, right?
You
Like,
get dropped off by your parents, a group of you.
Yeah, he's going to the movies at 13,
what else were you doing at 13?
making out.
What was
Said,
the first
"None of your
movie you
damn
saw?
business, bro.
If
We
on
got
a
to get
double
JR and
date?
Mike. Yeah,
Pleasantville?
I remember the first time I touched a titty. I was
Guy
at
or girl?
a girl. Her name was her name. I won't give away the last name like I did my first.
Yeah,
the
you
first
outed
girl.
somebody.
Her name was Erin. And my dad got us.
A-A-R-O-N.
Her name was
Her name was Aaron.
Her name was Aaron. And we went to the Auditorium North Hall, the original Auditorium North Hall, and we went to see Alanis Morissette on the Jagged Little Pill tour.
Bagging tour.
Bang!
What an album.
Bang! And I remember I had on a Kurt Cobain shirt. And I remember she had on a Kurt Cobain shirt. I don't know if they were matching or not. I don't remember. But I remember I got to go up. I got to go up a shirt. Remember when you could, dude? Kids don't. Here's the problem with kids these days. They don't be going up shirts. They just go straight to eating ass. They don't be going up shirts, bro.
You can't
you gotta
casually
humble
like make the
yourself,
move
bro.
of like around shoulder,
Bro,
like
you remember, dude? You remember
trying
doing
to like
some of this
do
shit
a
right
casual
here?
leg
It's
thing.
like, oh my god! I just went from 6 to midnight. Just
right now, he just went from
even
6
with
to
all that
midnight.
hair, bro.
I just blacked out.
She was hairy though, so it was fine. It was
Yeah.
good.
Oh, okay.
But dude, that's what kids are. They can't humble themselves enough. Kids don't know about going up shirts now. They just Snapchat and then they're eating ass. That's it. That's
Yeah,
like
there's no.
literally-
Hey, send me a selfie. It's just the person's instantly naked. It's like,
yeah, bro.
So if
leave
someone-
some. Listen here, kids.
Leave something for a surprise.
Leave something to the imagination.
Yeah.
Leave some mystery. I don't even know what the fuck.
Kids
this
better
lady
not be
was talking
listening to
about
our
anymore.
podcast.
But so if someone, if the first thing they do instead of hand up the shirt is to just hock a loogie and just tear up that hole,
Open your mouth and let me spit in it kind of thing.
What's the next thing after that though? What eventually?
Where does life take you?
Will eventually
Prison?
Someone hollows out that asshole like a didgeridoo with fire ants.
A
And then
didgeridoo.
plays a Survivor theme. Like
That's the second time you've referenced
after-
didgeridoo in our goddamn podcast.
Because I just found mine in my closet.
What the? Under your bed?
Yeah, it was all wet. So mustard mustard on here.
boy.
No, and so
Okay.
after you start off with that, like, what's the next logical thing? What makes that not be?
So dating at 12 is too young. So for sure, too young.
Let's say dating at 12 is too young. I remember going to movies and like I remember just the feeling of like first time like kissing a girl. Like that shit was wild, man. Like I feel like the humility of that is gone. Like I said, like I know I was joking about eating ass, but it's true. I was jokingly saying it, but it's true. Kids
yeah.
talk about it all the time now, but like. Dude, the humility of like just like being able to go up a shirt, dude. That wasn't even no nipple, bro. That was just touching the bra.
You remember how nervous you were just touching another girl's leg? You're just like casually like,
and knowing if
you're
it was like wondering if it was okay.
You're like
dude.
sweating, like you're like, oh my god, I'm like nervous. Yeah.
Is there
Dude,
anything of
nuts,
nutrition
man.
value in an asshole if you eat it?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Like if you're on if I say I actually intermittent fast.
I hate that he actually has good audio and is sitting next to me
Could
right
I
now.
actually-
Because normally that's one of those things that I wouldn't hear and Paul would
You're like,
hear.
wait, what'd you just say?
If
like,
I'm intermittent fasting, is my meal considered eating the ass?
Hey, what
That'd be
if-
a healthy diet.
Hey, what if a girl?
Or
what if
unhealthy.
a girl had the caloric intake tattooed on her lower back?
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Oh my! Of everybody to say something here, I would not expect it to be Jr. We're cutting that out for sure.
Fuck no! All the bullshit we gotta keep in. Then I
my
say,
God.
that's staying in. That's staying
Jr.
in.
with the zinger, man. Wow.
Who said that? I don't know,
Just
some guy-
crossed
some
out.
local guy said
It's
that.
crossed out at 3 grams of sugar today. I
Wow.
I ate too many Tic Tacs.
Fuck.
So yeah, I feel like there's there's no
we
first
did
dating.
not help this lady in the slightest.
She said,
It's like, I guess my kids shouldn't date at 12. Yeah, that's about right.
Whose ass we eating?
Yeah. No, man, this is all bad. All bad. So yeah, I guess if you're
Sorry, whose ass are we eating? What happened?
how do we get to here? Like,
Lady, I hope your kid turns out to be a fine young man.
Yes.
And treats women with respect.
respect. Yes, absolutely. That's what we meant
I
to
got
say.
some another advice here that's gonna go well into this one.
Oh boy.
I can't breathe.
Hey guys, love the show so much. I'm finding myself in need of some advice. My husband and I have been together for 10 years and married almost 7. We recently welcomed our second child into the year last year.
Congratulations.
He is a great guy and a great dad, but we haven't been intimate in several months. During a recent fight discussion, he told me it's because I haven't lost weight and he is no longer attracted to me. He says he loves me, but is having trouble wanting to get intimate because of the weight I've gained from 2 pregnancies. I'm mad, hurt, sad, and a whole array of emotions. I've never lost my want for him because he has gained weight in our 10 years together, and he has. I don't know if it's a guy thing or what, but I'm so hurt, but I have no one else to get advice to, and it's not the easiest subject to bring up to my family and friends. Would love some advice on how to handle this. Thanks so much for keeping on with the podcast. Lots of love.
All right, here
You
I
ever
got.
tried getting the caloric intake tattoo? No.
I have the resolve right here. Say, hey, I have an excuse. I have an excuse for the weight I've gained.
Yeah,
you don't.
what's your
So
excuse?
let's.
That's
Right.
You're kind
There-
of
there it
right.
is, right there.
The brutal one is I
have an excuse,
There's an
you
excuse.
don't.
You have 2 beautiful children, and that's why I've gained weight. Listen, honestly, too, like I know this is like maybe like some people get mad because they think that everything's okay and you can do it a certain way. If you think that he's done the same thing, maybe y'all both try to lose a little weight together. Maybe you both try to,
Motivate each other.
motivate each other, man. I know couples that work out together and it works out really well, and listen, gaining weight is a part of being pregnant. That's just something that
Yeah,
goes
at least they
along
are
with it.
talking though. At least they know why.
At least, yeah. At least he communicated it, which is good. But at the same time, like you gotta.
Also, man, like sometimes you like the person I've found, and I've talked to my guy friends about this, like I think with women, it's like, it's the same with guys in a way. Like when you do something like that, like sometimes you just got to take control and just make it happen. Like I tell my guy friends like that all the time. I'm like, yo, like don't just get in bed and go like, yo, are we gonna have sex or not? Like, yo, like grab your wife by the back of her fucking head.
Get some intimacy.
Bring those nachos in there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but women want nothing more than to be wanted. Most women.
100%.
You can't speak for all women anymore. I got it. Thanks. Nerds.
But the other
I
thing too,
understand.
relationships should be 100-100. A lot of this 50-50 bullshit.
Yeah,
It's
no,
man.
stupid.
Yeah, but you know what, man? There's times where my wife is way more like ready to go than I am, but I just make myself available. And
Get
do
that shot
position.
of tea. You get that shot of tea, and you're ready to
Yeah,
go.
yeah, bro.
He puts on his conductor hat and goes, woo, woo, all aboard
Dude.
the Memphis night train.
The Memphis night train.
Dude, I ate a fucking mem pop, and let's slide it in, baby.
You're like, hey, did I spill a popsicle down here? So, what are you talking about?
Me and my wife eat popsicles together in bed. That's like our thing. We get a mem pop at the end of the night.
So
when we
anyways,
watch shows.
yeah, support each other. Be healthy together.
Be healthy together. Work on it. And honestly, if you feel like, guess what? Take charge and see if that works. If that doesn't work, I would
Insult him. Badly.
Insult him. Insult him.
Be like, hey, you're a fat turd. Like,
Right.
I have an excuse, you don't. So
I didn't want you to fuck me anyway.
yeah,
Right. Where's your dick, fatty?
no more Doritos.
God bless.
Don't say that. Be supportive.
Be supportive.
Be supportive. But possibly
And
also shoot him.
honestly, having talks like that are maybe tough to have are good. You know, I think that, you know, obviously he's already told you one of the reasons is that you gain weight, which I think is kind of shitty. But you know,
But we're men. We don't know how to communicate very well. So
I know enough to how not to communicate.
you know what not to say and what you should say. So, props for communication, but also work on it together.
Also, try eating a little ass. You know, who knows
Tear it
what's
up.
going to happen.
Try that new diet. That
Try
John's
the new
on.
diet.
Just tear it up. You're gonna get pink eye, but you'll feel great. The organic fish oil down there is
Oh boy,
to die for.
is a doozy.
All right, well, I'm gonna end on a dream here.
You're gonna
really
get pink
morbid.
eye.
I dreamt that me, my husband, and youngest child, she is 15, were on tubes floating in the river. Me and my husband were closer to the bank, and my daughter was a little further out than us. There were a few sticks that were poking out of the water. A boat came up and hooked one to one of the sticks and took off down the river. When it took off, the stick turned into an entire tree. It was as wide as the river. It broke from the top of the water, then immediately went back down, dragging my daughter down. All I could see was her hand above the water. We just started paddling towards her, freaking out, but I could never grab her. Then I woke up not knowing if I saved her. Thank you.
Well, don't go rafting down any rivers anytime soon, if that needs to be said. Wow, that's What do you do with that?
That's a lot.
Yeah, I think the biggest fear. Well, I'm not a parent. I don't think, and the biggest fear would be not be able to protect your kids.
Yeah.
And that's one of the most ungodly. I bet to be the worst feeling, see your kid drown, not to be able to do anything. Well, it's the wrestler, right? The couple of months ago.
What's his
that died,
from
saving his
Primetime
daughter.
Player? Yeah.
Like that's gotta be the
yeah.
worst feeling ever.
I don't know what to make of that though, and the analyzation of it, I think,
That's
is
crazy.
like, all maybe I don't know.
Don't go camping is one.
Don't do
I think
anything
that,
outdoor related.
Listen, I've got friends who are helicopter parents, and that they don't let their kid. The kid always has to be in sight all the time. And it's like,
see.
to me, that's not how you.
Not healthy.
Listen, I'm not telling people how to raise kids. Do what you want to do, but I found in my own what has worked for me is to not do that and let them fall and let them learn how to get up and let them do those things. Now, listen, you don't want your kid diving off the fucking mantle, you know what I mean? But like J.R. Moore's kid does. Jeez, that kid, that kid climbs.
Reckless or what?
That kid climbs door frames.
Just put him on American Ninja Warrior ASAP.
He does the Monday Night Concert Series all the time
Yeah.
where he plays the show.
Yeah.
Dude, one time he's literally singing a song and you hear a thump and the kid fell off the roof and you go, "You okay?" "Yeah, I'm okay."
He's just walking on his hands down the hallway.
Do you think his son has eaten a butt yet?
As what?
Who?
Ate a butt yet?
Whose son are we talking about?
His.
Talking about JR's kid. Yeah.
I mean, now you put age limits on. You're putting age limits on
I
stuff
hope
now.
he's turning that off at this point.
He's
This
like, "Man, we're
podcast is
fucking
over."
done. You're done. You're canceled.
All right, Jared from Subway. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. Wow, that got okay. Needless to say, no.
Yeah. Well, my son's his best friend, so I certainly hope not.
Yeah, the company you keep, man.
They probably picked up a couple snakes, though. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm so. I mean, when were you eating butt then? How old were you,
bro? Nobody was eating butt till 2015.
I don't put anything past that man right there at all.
What does that even mean? Put it past me. Ah, man.
Dude, eating
He's
ass.
like, don't put it past me. I'll eat it.
Dude, eating ass is a millennial's game, dude. For sure.
But what makes it a millennial's game? Like, what was the
I'm not a
switch?
millennial, though. But
What was the switch,
I was going to say, so.
I love it.
Yeah.
What was the switch, though? Like, why do you think it blew? Like, was there something that happened in pop culture?
We've talked about, yeah, people talk about it all the time.
Okay.
So it's more
Dude, when there's a
acceptable?
rap song that says eat the booty like groceries, bro.
Yeah. That's a lot of groceries.
That's
That's the Costco of butt eating.
Here's the thing though. Like
Everything's in a cardboard
we've talked about
box.
this before. Like I'm orally obsessed, man. I like pleasing my wife. I like
My
But
God, I
dude,
need a
here's the thing
shower.
though. But in this dude,
This is a whole
fresh
new
out of the
podcast,
shower, bro,
everybody.
Bro, fresh out of the shower,
It's making me nauseous.
dude. I like damn like pancakes from Cracker Barrel. I'll eat the fucking.
So your dream that we're analyzing, keep an eye on your kids around pools, please.
I'm really glad JR has to edit this on the road and not at his house because my wife has never listened to this podcast. And
I think she wants to be on it. She told me she wants to be on it, I guess, one day.
No.
I swear to God.
Anna goes one day. My wife goes, I've never listened to it. Anna goes, well, you're not missing anything. His wife was like, "You're not." No, she goes,
Shut it down
No,
so
she goes,
bad.
She goes, "Well, you're certainly not missing learning anything."
Holy crap.
That's not true anymore. Now we know. We know a lot
now
about
she's
each
going to
other.
listen just to learn what the hell you're saying.
I'm so glad he has to edit this out on the road and not at home because she would think even worse
Oh,
of me.
boy.
Oh yeah, we're not going over to the Myers' house anymore.
Yeah,
we're
keep the kids at home.
We're keeping the kids away from those damn kids.
Dude, freshly showered booty though. Come on, bro.
We walk. We go. To
I'll
your
eat
house.
that. I'll eat that shit like a damn Barnhills buffet, bro.
Bethany presses you up against the wall, and you're just against the wall. She's just like, "Sit over
in
here,
your
Zach."
booty?
She's like, "You smell like white rain, boy."
White rain.
Yeah, she just destroys you with just scrubs you clean with a loofah. And then she's like, "Now you're mine."
I can't with
like,
this
Alexa,
This is going to be a
podcast.
17-minute long
She's
podcast.
like, "Alexa, play Piano Man," and she just tears up your ass. It's like 12 and a half minutes of just nonstop, just banter with Billy Joel and just light, gentle flicks of the tongue.
I cannot with this guy anymore. Holy crap.
But that's all the dreams and advice I got.
We'll never be able to do this in the same room. Like, dude, we're never getting guests. And we're never
not
getting
credible.
sponsors.
We have no
never
no.
getting sponsors, bro. Ever. That's okay. Y'all gonna have to keep buying our shit because we ain't. That's all you got?
Yeah, that's all good.
Hey, that's-
Are you sure?
Yeah, I can dig some more up.
No,
I'm
please.
sure you
It's-
could.
I think we're. Oh,
Okay,
wow.
I want to talk about one more thing before we just. I don't know if I have any more gripes. Let me see. But while I'm looking up to see if I have gripes, can we talk about the fact that wrestlers remember everything?
Like, what do you mean?
So I went down a rabbit hole. Because we were talking about the Ultimate Warrior the other day.
Oh,
and we
yeah,
were talking about we've all been watching Dark Side of the Ring like constantly.
Yes.
Dude, I remember like in my band, I remember everything. Like they'll go, "Hey, remember this place we played where there was a beam in the center?"
I'm
of
the
the room?"
worst with that.
I can tell you where I was 10 years ago today, probably what I was wearing, and
No way.
But like even the fine details, sometimes I'm a little fuzzy on. If you ask a wrestler about any match they have with somebody else, even if they have 15 matches, they can tell you where it was.
Oh, I was at the Nassau Coliseum.
Dude,
What the people were chanting.
like they remember everything about it. It's so crazy to see. Like, watch like I'll be like famous wrestlers shoot on Hulk Hogan, and they'll go. They remember every match that they had with him. That they remember every match they had. They're like, oh yeah, this was before WWF. We were in Austin, Texas. And like they remember every single thing. I remember me and so roomed together. I'm
Me
like,
and Bushwhacker Luke were in Memphis and got some Slim Jims and got in that bar fight with Haku.
why is it got to be Memphis, man? Anyway, I thought it was
Jerry
fascinating.
Lawler
Like
there's some fights in Memphis.
if you look that stuff up, like they remember everything.
That which is crazy because I can't remember what I did last week.
Especially the
I
hits
have
they're
the
taking
worst
to their
memory.
faces and bodies too. Their
yeah, with all
memory-
the CTE and stuff,
Yeah.
you think the
That's
memory would be kind of
insane to
shot,
me.
but like no, man, like they remember everything, dude. It's kind of crazy, like all the stuff they remember.
Did you guys watch the Shawn Michaels documentary on A&E?
No,
Incredible.
Michael Higginbottom?
really.
Because they do it, they have Marty Jannetty, and they do like a full interview with Marty Jannetty on the
talk about the
Rockers.
screw job?
And it's they talk about the screw
Barbershop.
job, they talk about the barbershop, how Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels came up together, and how they became attacked. So, it's really good.
Yeah, but they weren't the Rockers, right?
Yeah, they were.
They were the Rockers.
They were the Rockers.
Why do I?
You get them confused with Midnight
Rock and
Express.
Roll,
Rock and Roll
Express.
Rock and Roll
Yeah,
Express.
I always get Rock and Roll Express.
No, they were the
So
Rockers.
Jannetty and Michaels were the Rockers.
Yeah,
Those
Damn,
tassels.
bro.
that was the '80s into the '90s, man. Like, that was the first memory I have of wrestling. Was Shawn Michaels throwing him through the glass?
So emotional.
That's the
Still to this
first
day.
because I was like, what am I watching right now? Like, this is.
Are they getting
insane.
haircuts? Like, where are we?
I watched the Brian Pillman thing, and like to think back about like how raw at the time wrestling was, and to
Real
go like,
guns.
dude, that guy.
Yeah.
They filmed
Literally
a
the
promo
loose cannon.
where a guy had a real gun and shot it in the house at Steve Austin.
Yeah,
Like,
Vince McMahon had to go on the next week and apologize to everybody. He was like, "Hey, sorry, that was really too vulgar." And it was
dude, like,
Yeah.
when they were apologizing back then, because they were doing
Right.
crazy. There was blood still.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the kind of like all ages entertainment that
No.
it is now. So like to have like that, dude, wrestling back in the day was nuts, man.
But it's cool because that the Brian Pillman documentary, it's that you never knew what that guy was going to do. Like, he conned himself out of a contract because he's like, yeah, this is going to be a storyline. And he
That's
got,
the PA.
Oh, I was like,
coming
what
through.
is that?
That's like I watched the New Jack one, and it was insane to
And
like
if-
to talk
that dude
about.
Rest in
was a
peace, New
psychopath.
Jack.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, New Jack.
Can you turn that off? Is there like a volume? There you go.
Should we do the news?
Paul,
Yeah. Let's do some news things.
Paul, read that news.
Paul reads the news. Paul reads the news.
Yeah.
I know you guys are wondering. You shouldn't kiss chickens anymore. Don't kiss
Why?
chickens. Just don't do it.
Why?
Well, now the CDC has, now that we're taking off our masks, they're worried about people kissing chickens. So
Bestiality is a problem.
Guys, we knew.
the salmonella is making a
Comeback?
big wave.
Salmonellas.
Salmonella, it's making a big wave. So the CDC says, please just don't kiss chickens anymore. So
I don't. But who does that?
Chris Allen and all his kids.
But they have them as pets, though, right?
No, I mean they have
it's
them
not
as,
a
they have them
pet.
as
Like,
chickens.
a chicken is not a pet.
Chicken.
Sure it
they can
is.
I've seen therapy turkeys. Therapy chicken can work.
Therapy
Yeah,
turkeys.
right up until
Yeah.
Black Friday.
It was on-
Are you
it
taking
was
a
actually on
therapy
a-
turkey on a flight?
You kill it?
Yeah, because it was his Arbay
Oh,
sandwich
we
that he
saw-
ate. His
His
Arbay
Arbay
sandwich was a therapy
I've
turkey
seen a
sandwich.
pheasant on a plane, a therapy pheasant.
Stop.
What?
Swear to God, dude. Google
No.
it right now.
Did you,
Therapy
did, you,
pheasant.
did you ever go snipe hunting as a kid?
What's that?
It's a thing that your parents would take you out to do, and the snipes aren't real. So literally, it was just a wild goose chase. You never caught anything.
Oh.
What would that even be?
Snipe hunting?
Yeah.
It's just a ridiculous Southern redneck tradition. It's really dumb. I hate it. I went snipe hunting about 3 times before I realized the snipes weren't real. I still believe in Santa Claus, though, so it's fine.
Yeah, for sure.
What else? So you're not supposed to kiss chickens, but why?
It just because of the spread of. You're probably wondering why does CDC care if my chickens and I exchange the occasional peck?
Is the chicken alive or dead?
Boom.
Yeah, good one. Huh?
It's live or dead. Either one.
Yeah. Why are you kissing a dead
Well, you
chicken?
get salmonella from chicken that's dead.
I
too.
think just chicken in general.
Okay. Well, there might be a chef that'd be like, "Ooh."
Oh Jesus! You can't reason with this guy. Just don't kiss chickens, I guess.
Yeah, but why is that a problem? What happened with the first person to kiss a chicken?
What?
What happened?
Wait, what did you just say?
How did they?
I
get
was
to the
hoping
point-
that was drowning out your sound, but
How did that get to the point where that's a news story now?
because it broke out to like a bunch of
Oh.
new cases, like 163 in 43 states since early of last year.
Right.
It's not that bad.
Not
Kiss
at
a
all.
chicken.
But you like chicken sashimi though, right, Zach? You said.
Yeah, I like dry aged chicken sushi.
Yeah.
is my favorite.
Good
actually.
stuff.
Good rub. What else
else
do
you
you
got?
have on news?
The
What'd you say?
Arby's.
Yeah, Arby's is coming out with a new
Arby's
dish.
chicken sashimi.
I know I am personally excited about this. Donald Trump's band off of Twitter is about to be up. So
Oh shit!
all hell's about to break
I'm
loose,
all
which
for
I'm
it.
excited for.
They're about to,
I-
dude, you're about
I
to
am-
drop some nudes, bro.
I am
all
100%.
for
pumped
free
on that.
censorship. Just here's
Yeah.
the thing: no hate crime, nothing actual racial, nothing homophobic. But if you think differently, who cares?
Yeah, that shouldn't matter.
I don't.
Touche.
I'm all for it.
I'm going to let you
Twitter's
talk
gonna be
about
ex-
this one because you know more
Twitter's
about
gonna be
this.
exciting again. though.
Twitter needs him.
Yeah, oh, 100%.
More than he-
1,000%.
He needs Twitter.
I need to see what he's
Dude,
saying ridiculous
Twitter,
on the
dude,
internet.
he made Twitter. Twitter was dead.
Yes, it was.
I don't have a Twitter, but I want one just to hear what he
Dude,
says.
Twitter was
still
If I don't-
Napster, though, right? Napster and MySpace?
Pre Donald Trump, Twitter was going down.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
He raised the side. You want to you go over that one since
I
we talked.
fucking hate this.
Let's
shit.
talk about
All right. Okay,
This
so,
is the news.
Lori Loughlin, Aunt Becky from Full House,
Great
and her
mother.
husband, Massimo.
Massimo.
What's his last name?
I don't know. It's a clothing line.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, the clothing line Massimo.
Yeah,
okay,
say that last name.
So the guy that had cool clothing and then it ended up in Target for 20 years. The Massimo Gianulli. What the fuck? Fuck
Say
him.
it, go
Fuck
say
him
it.
anyway. Gianulli, whatever his last name is. So people always go, oh, blah blah blah. I don't understand. You know, white privilege isn't real. White privilege isn't real, motherfucker. Aunt Becky is the proof.
Correct.
Because there was a lady in the town that JR and I live in who lied about where her kids were going to school. She had a decent job, but she lived in a bad area, so she wanted her kids to go to a better school. So she put a different zip code down. She's still in jail.
Why?
I don't know why, because she's not rich.
Is this about the vacation together?
They got a free pass to go to Mexico, even though they didn't even do half of their sentence in jail.
Yeah, but
in
I
prison.
think you're not looking at the fact she was a great TV mom too, though.
I listen. Obviously, a better TV mom than she's a mom in real life, because she paid for her child to go to college and get a
sad, man.
scholarship. Dude, it's so whack, man, that like those people can do that kind of thing. Like, it makes me so mad that like that's like an available thing for them to do. Like, you got prison time. Do your sentence, and then
That's why I love Martha Stewart. OG did her time.
Did her time,
bro.
It came out bigger and better.
Did more time than
bro.
most
She did
people
more.
do
She
nowadays.
did harder time than Snoop Dogg.
Dude,
Yeah,
The Snoop Dogg killed a man.
that's allegedly.
allegedly.
We're trying to get Snoop Dogg on this podcast, bro. Allegedly.
We're not throwing anybody under the bus. So
Okay,
That's
so
just
I'm gonna go over here and say
That's allegedly.
yeah.
Yeah. Him and Ray Lewis. Allegedly. You don't
that's
know.
it, man. There's nothing
really all I'm gonna
exciting happening right now, which is kind of I'm not even mad about it. Like,
That's all right.
It's a good thing.
It's okay. We're on tour again. We played and we started in New Hampshire, and then we went to
2 nights in Nashville,
2
Marathon
nights in
Music
Nashville
Works.
at Marathon. We had some guests. Danny Warstock from Asking Alexandria got up.
Kenny Wayne
Shepherd got up. My wife got up one night and sang a song.
Jackie Chan was there.
Jackie Chan was not there, but
The Gin
whatever.
Blossoms weren't there either.
Okay, Gin Blossoms also weren't there.
Let's talk about everybody that wasn't there.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of people come out.
Sean Mullins wasn't there.
Sean Mullins was not there.
Yep. I wish.
Sean
But
Connery.
how good though is Sean Mullins to call L.A. and Nashville in the mid '90s in the song "Lullaby"
Yep.
when he talks about L.A. and he says it's kind of like Nashville with a tan, and now it's even more like Nashville with a tan
With a bad spray tan.
because
Was that his biggest? Well, obviously, that was a song with Smash, but
Lullaby
is that
was
his
a
only
big-
hit?
no, Shimmer was big, and he had a song
Shimmer?
called
I thought that was Fuel.
no a different Shimmer,
Oh.
and he had a song called "Everywhere I Go" that was also pretty
Everywhere
decent.
I go, that one.
Everywhere I go, you know.
Okay, he's that
Take
lullaby
you
is
with
a
me, sweet
smash.
darling.
Do you realize the main songwriter singer for Semisonic wrote Adele's "Someone Like You"?
I did not realize.
I just went down a TikTok
No
rabbit hole.
way.
Yep, he's on.
Dan Wilson.
Dan Wilson.
Bangers.
Dude, he has written.
Bangers.
Really?
Like, his
Smashes,
TikTok
yeah.
page.
Studio guy
he'll be
just-
saying, "Oh, I wrote the song too." It's like, "Someone like you."
You're like,
Dude, he literally
yeah,
went
that
through-
song
Yeah,
won how many awards? Like,
Man, she chooses good co-writers.
Hell yeah,
That's for sure. She's done a bang up job of choosing co-writers.
Semisonic's a classic.
Yeah, dude. Closing time.
Are you playing
right?
that? You hear it tonight. Epic Soda tonight. Green Bay. 100 new tickets.
We just
He's playing Super.
This is not coming out till Wednesday, so
Even better. We're gonna go back in time. Eat that ass. Semisonic closing time.
closing time.
episode 14.
We're in Green Bay tonight. We're in Madison tomorrow. We're in Cincinnati on Sunday. Then we're in Lincoln. Then I don't know where we are.
Now we're in Omaha.
We're in Omaha, not Lincoln.
Wichita.
Wichita.
Then we're going to a day off in somewhere in Texas.
Dallas.
Then we're
I'm going to
doing-
be home by this
Then
point.
we're
I
doing
will not be.
Birmingham.
Yeah, private
show in Calcutta. And then we end this tour in Charleston, New Mexico.
Charleston, New Mexico, ladies and gentlemen. So this has been the first ever in-person version. The last too, by far. And it's only going to be, this episode's only going to be 23 minutes long because we have to cut everything out. Thanks for tuning in. If you want life advice, if you have dreams that you need analyzed, please email us at suplifeadvice@gmail.com. Paul.
suplifeadvice@gmail.com.
John, what's the email?
suplifeadvice@gmail.com.
Also, please subscribe to the YouTube. Hit the notifications button. Hit the like button. Smash that subscribe. Hit that like. Elbow drop that notifications button. No, don't do whatever. Don't do everything.
Stop.
Don't
We're
do
done.
anything John's going to say.
It's been real.
Yeah.
And
Here we go.
thank you guys very much for tuning in as always. Check out the Instagram. There is a merch page on there. Support your favorite Goon Squad. And because we're never going to get sponsors. That is obviously blatant at this moment. And we will see you next week. From John, Polly Tamale, and myself, Zach Myers. Follow us on Instagram at Seemingly Unknown Podcast and on Twitter, whatever that is. I'll have JR put it in right there. And we will see you next week. Later, nerd.